Well, well. We might be back. Definitely has been a hot second. My last stream was 13 days ago. I can talk about why in a second. I need to actually get this. Here we go. Need to grab this. We're of course going to do the spinning. That'll be something I'll do in a second. That is not to be concerned. I'll talk about it in a second. I'll do everything in due time. Everything has its time and place. Everything will be addressed. We will get there. So, where have I been? What's been going on? Well, fun thing, I was sick for a while, and then I had AP tests, and I was also traveling during that, like part of that. So I've had some busy time. Yeah, really the deadly combination of being sick and having all the AP tests. And also just generally all my classes ramping up in kind of difficulty for said AP tests has been real fun and kind of prevented me from doing a lot of the things I want to do. Now, I'm going to get the spinner done right now, but it has been quite a minute since I've done stuff. Yo, Zemos, cool to see ya. Today we have Barf Orange. What a crazy color combo here. Let's see if I can do this real quick. Last time, actually don't know if it was last time. Last time I think I finally switched over to this, so you can see this color correction is no longer what we need. Now the old one I think might have it, although I don't remember which one it is. Because I have a bunch, you see, I have a bunch of these things. I don't think it's the one called green. I have this one, which I'll copy over. We'll see how this one goes. So let's disable this, paste, enable. That's the Barf Orange one. Let's go. All right. So, there you go. We now have orange for today. One of these days, we're going to get Jeremy. And you guys are going to be fucking scared when we get Jeremy. Now, I've got some other stuff queued up. I have a couple of things, especially in the images, real shit. These. I'll show those in a second. Currently, it's a bit bugged because I haven't actually fully implemented all of the rock ones, rock and stone. I love rocking and stone. You can see part of it. It looks like shit right now because the background is wrong. It's kind of hard to see because it doesn't blend in, but here it's pretty clear what it is. It's a stone sword. Now you can see a lot of these textures are kind of fucked, especially on these swords that are like mixed versions of swords because I'm in the process of migrating all the textures over, right? So you might notice these are some new tech. Hey, where is the other? Here we go. I made some new textures for shit. I don't know how I feel about them, but I think they're fine for now. They serve their purpose. That looks more tangerine than barf. I don't even know what to say to you right now. I am quite heavily offended. Now, there is a bug that I'm aware of, which is in one of the stream goals for today that I'm going to hopefully fix, which is bad colliders. So you can see I'm able to interact with this fine, but if I go over here, you can see I'm clicking it, but I can't do anything, but now I can. I'm aware of what's causing that bug. It's the colliders on this room are somehow preventing me from clicking this, but as soon as I go outside the room, because technically there's nothing in this space, it's just nothingness, I can click it now. I don't know exactly what's causing it, but I know the part of the issue. So that's something I plan to do. Now, of these migrated textures, I actually have done all of the gray ones, or like the stone ones, the rock ones, whatever you want to call them. I just didn't actually put them in the game yet. I made them, I just didn't put them in here. So that's what we can do right about now. So we go to this, and you can see we have all the different parts for things. So the sword parts are already there. The bow parts, spear parts, and crossbow parts are the ones we need to do. Now, I don't remember these, so I think it's bow, bottom, middle, top, bottom, middle, top, bottom, middle, top. Yeah, that's the order I did them in. I just need to remember this because it is very specific. Although, in actuality, it doesn't matter. It just is nice to have these in the right order. So I have the swords parts already in there. So let's do the spear. I think I grabbed the spear. Spear parts 1, spear part 2, spear part 3. That will be a broski. I'm at a party. What do you mean you're at a party? Are you talking about the cool party right now? Am I on the right element? How are these? Where are these going? Oh, I opened the bow parts. We're fine. I thought I'd opened the sword parts, but it was linked to something called item base. Will you be streaming? We'll be back later if you're still streaming. Well, that's cool. Um, I don't know. I don't know how long I'll go. Probably a bit. I genuinely couldn't tell you. We might be interrupted midway by a friend if he ever decides to show up. So let's grab the bow parts. So you have bow bottom, bow middle, bow top. So that's the bows. Then we have the crossbow, the final parts. This is the crossbow top, but then we also have the crossbow middle and the crossbow bottom. Now these are all textures I made off stream. So I did a little mining off camera, you could say, to make those. And if I go, oh wait, I need to fix these. I just realized all of these are incorrect. They need to be point filtered. Okay, it doesn't want me to do point filtering. I want to do point filtering. Thank you. Anyway, so now that they're all point filtered, I should be able to go and give them the big ol' sex in here. We should be able to see them in game now. Yep. They might look a bit cursed on some designs because I did make some slight modifications to various things. I'm actually kind of surprised. Oh, the reason they line up right now is because it is like actually bigger. Technically speaking, there's like a 1 pixel difference between these two images. You just can't really tell because I made a slight change. Yeah, that's fun. So I've made some stuff. You can see the beginnings of things. I'm gonna have to make something that like flips these the images for these because currently these look fine like this, but as soon as you flip them around like this, they start looking weird. It's mostly because of the directional lighting. I have like fake inbuilt lighting into the designs of some of these. You can, I mean, it's pretty hard to see, but you can see I kind of gave them a little glint. Not really a glint, but they're brighter on one side, darker on the other. Brighter on this side, darker on the other. I might need to match. I might need to make the outlines a bit more pronounced on this one to match the rest of the design. But of course, these are all still just the textures I'm deciding to make. I can always change them freely. Point being, though, I think I need to make these actually flip around because they're just rotating, which means sometimes the light is incorrect and it thinks that the light is coming from the bottom, or rather, it appears to be. So that's something I can work on later. Now, other thing I've been doing, other thing that I did off camera was stuff with this. Now, it's really hard to see what's going on here, but it's sending over all the data for stuff, and I think it's doing it a couple too many times. This feels like it's doing it way too many. Like, why is it sending over the held item data as nothing here? I don't know. This is stuff I'm going to have to look into. It has to do with the fact that Unity decided to die. But that's an ongoing process of mine to fix. Not really something I need to go into on stream, because it's actually really fucking complicated. And it's something I've spent quite a lot of hours on. So that's another thing that I've been doing. But let's go over stuff for today. Now, I want to make probably some more room types, because I think we're missing out on some, and I think it'd be cool to have some. I want to fix that inventory interaction bug that I showed off earlier with the, like when you're in the rooms. You're not going to be able to access the main inventory, but there will be some that you do interact with. No strem, no strem. I don't know why he's saying this. It's a bit late. It's a bit late, my guy. But yeah, that guy's fun. Anyway, so we have the change health orbs to on death color because you see, currently they're a bald color. Currently they are not great. They're the sperm color right now. They're just pure white. End stream. This guy's just telling me to end the stream. Why? First, first, what the fuck is he talking about? First was typo, end stream, or... This guy does not like me. Game strem. I'm just gonna... Because you see, I got some stuff to do. It's been quite a while since I've done some development on this. More to the point, I think there's some stuff I can get done. Now, if I go back to here, you can see I want to talk about these. Currently, I have the color as just white. I originally had it as green, but then I changed it to white while I was testing stuff out. I de-equipped the sword. And yeah, that bug just prevented me from putting it back. Anyway, you can see these are white, and then they go and they heal me, and it's white. Nothing real of note about that. It's just I think I could do better with the coloring. Namely speaking, I might be able to add a bit of transparency to make them fade out a bit, but what I think I can do is probably change these to be like green or blue, maybe. Let's see what we can do about them. Let's see what we can do. So let's go over to the, I just kind of want to start with this because it's pretty simple to do. It's just changing the colors around. So let's start with the player itself so that we can change the color around them. So what would make sense thematically? I gotta think, if you want to think about this lore-wise, they are blue nerds. They have a blue outline? I don't know, but then they look the same. Don't mind that. I am still, like, dying. I got sick before and I'm recovering from that, so I might occasionally have to mute, like, just then so that I don't die. Or so you don't hear me dying, at least. So let's go over to where the fuck the player is. I think it's an entity, and then we have player. So, okay, yeah, I'm in the game scene. So we have this thing, which is white, but I can easily change the color if I want it to not be. You see? Now it's not. I can copy this color and I can bring this somewhere else. And I think that's this. So I can paste that here and then I can, oh, wait, okay. So this one, color over lifetime. Ah, oh, no, it's in particle system. I want to do color over lifetime. Here's the kicker. So we start the color here. And that'll fade it to white, right? That'll fade it to white. If I want to be fancy, I can even fade out the alpha too. You know, I can do something like this. Or I can be real fancy. Now, I don't even know how that'll look. That'll look cursed as hell to me, like. But let's see how that appears in game. So now, of course, the area around me is blue. And when I go kill things, the things they drop are like blue and then they become white and fade. Now, I think this looks quite a bit nicer than what it did before. And, you know, it just by like modifying the colors, like that's all I did really, is I just fucked around with these colors. And I think it looks quite a bit nicer than it did before. I don't know. I gotta think of what these actually are. I like them for their introduction, or for like how they play with the gameplay, because it means you can actually be like aggressive. You can go out and kill things, smack things. You can actually go out and beat things up and kill them. Now, of course, these are like the rats. These are really easy to kill. They don't do any damage. I probably need to balance these stats about them a bit more, so that they don't heal this much, or so that they don't die this quickly. I don't exactly know which, but I think it's currently way too easy. But then again, there is only this one kind of enemy, and it is what? Oh, I just switched the sword by accident. Whoops. And my other slot was empty, and I just think it's way too easy currently. But hopefully, when I introduce some new enemies, that'll be curb stomped. That problem will go away. Additionally, I do actually need to do balancing. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, or I keep saying it's something I'm going to do, and then I don't do it, and then you know, it never ends up happening. So that's something. Now I gotta figure out how I can fix this. Why is it working now? Why is it inconsistent about when it works and when it doesn't? If I had to guess, I think it might be about its position relative to the camera, or they might be about the same. Now, if I went to the scene view, and I think it might have to do with this. You can see these rooms are in the exact same, like, literal position as this. I think if I move it backwards, this might not be the case. I don't know how to do that. You know? So, clearly I can't just do this, right? Will that work? I don't know. Like, if I just increase this slightly, will that fuck with anything? Will that make it suddenly terrible? I don't know. Let's see what happens. I am unable to interact with those, and everything appears to be working as normal. All right. So that changed actually nothing, but you can see Or can you? Am I going insane again? What? Where's the canvas? Where is this canvas? Don't mind all the clones. I know they're not in a thing. So we go to the pixel render canvas. Is this rendered? Why is it here? Is what I want to know. You can see that they're on the exact same Y level. Or Z level, I should say. But why is that the case? What caused these to be the same? And if I go into the game, it's fixed, is it? It's fixed now because they're no longer on the same Y level. How? Why? For what reason? I did specifically move the nav mesh to be 25. And the pixel render canvas is over here. Canvas, nav mesh. Does something change their position? They shouldn't. Nothing should be changing the position of either, as far as I can tell, unless the... No, that wouldn't do anything. I don't know. Right, you can see the nav mesh refresher. This just, I mean, doesn't do anything, obviously. But, because I have it disabled, mostly. Okay, so let's take a look at the pixel render canvas here. Can I change the plane distance to be like 5? And how does that affect things in the game? Does this change them noticeably? Like if I go to the single player and I start the game, and I'm now able to interact with it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just a genius. I think that's fair to say. I think I'm just a genius in every conceivable measure. Clearly, that's what that means. So that is that bug fixed. A very strange one, to be sure, because I don't actually know what the hell I'm looking at. So that's both of those done. I don't know how much of these visuals I want to change. Currently, I think they look fine. With like this kind of thingy wingy dingy. I mean, I could reduce the amount at which they spread around a bit. Maybe that'll look better, maybe it'll look worse, I don't fucking know. Anyway, so the color over lifetime could also be fucked with in interesting ways, because currently we have it fading to white, but I could also fade it to a different color, like purple, right? And that creates different interesting effects, because what I'm doing is I'm fading between 3 states, or 3 things. I have started at light blue, the color of the orb, then it becomes like a purple pink fart, and then becomes transparent, right? And they should all be apparent. Ooh, that looks nice. Now that is what I call looking nice, my friends. That looks sick. I really like the purple. I'm a big fan of that, actually. The blue fading to purple. That's nice. That's juicy. It does make me want to change the main color of the player because it no longer feels accurate. Because I mean, I guess the main color of this is kind of somewhere in the middle now. I don't even know what would be. Like, if I change the HSV, like, if I want to change the fucking, like, if I want to make it purple, right? That doesn't seem right, though. Like, if I make it a bright purple, that seems wrong, because the health things filling it up are themselves blue in nature, right? So purple doesn't seem correct, because although they become purple, they aren't actually purple. So how can I display that color? Of like a mix of colors? Well, I can get back to this for now, and... Could I? No. This will be an interesting problem. Perhaps I could do, instead of something where it's like a tinted color, it's like a texture that I have where the colors are changing in some way. I'm kind of just throwing shit around and seeing what sticks, if you catch my drift. I could make a custom material for fucking with the texture, if I really want. And honestly, that could be what I end up doing. So Sadly, you don't have pirated content? No, dude. That's crazy. I don't even know. Like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about the mega file? Or are you talking about like Anywave.2? Because Anywave TV is back. If that's what that was. I don't know what you mean by don't have pirated content anymore. I'm gonna be real. Be real. So let's create a. Do I have a thing for materials, or I just have them as a general in here? I just have a bunch of random fucking materials in here. All right, let's create a new shader graph, shall we? Shader graph. Ooper. Unsprite unlit. I think is what I want. Coomers. That's the best name. So we have our Coomers. Now I'm gonna create an input for the color, base color, and then I'm gonna create a fuck size, and then I'm gonna make another color, which is the gradient color, and finally gradient strength. Okay. The mega file got taken down. That sucks. All right. So I'm gonna take a what? Perlin noise? What kind of noise do I want? Because there is Verneuil. You know, we have this fucker. But I actually want to do one. I actually don't want to do that. I want to create like a I'll do Perlin. I don't remember this. This is. Let's see if I remember how to do this. So I'm gonna grab like time and UV. Right? So this will let me fuck with the... Hey, I want this. Why can't I have it? Am I not allowed to have it? I want this thing. I can't just plug this into there, right? Is it a vector too? I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. All right, I just double-clicked it and it did that. I feel like I'm definitely doing something wrong, and I don't know how. I mean, I just want to fucking use it. Tiling and offset? Again with the UV and the tiling and the offset. Okay, so let's try plugging this into there, and then... Okay, clearly not that. Can I just plug this into tiling? Okay, maybe not tiling. Can I plug this into, though? Delete. No. Not the entire module. Can I plug this into offset? Ah, that's what I wanted. All right, all right. The reason is this is fast. This is fast, obviously, but I'm gonna do speed multiply. So you can do the speed multiplied by time, which gives you the outputs for this and this. Okay, so we can now change the speed if we want, and multiply by -1, which will give us the opposite direction if we want. So I now can grab these tiling and offsets. Now what I want to do is I want to add some Perlin noises together if I can. So basically I take these two things. I might duplicate the tiling and offset as well, so that I can activate these at multiple times. Because clearly if I just take these directly and add them, it's just going to be brighter, which we don't exactly want. We want these to be different. So, I mean, what if I take a new duplicate of vector 2, but we give it the opposite ones. So this will scroll the opposite direction, right? So I put that into here. Did I fuck that up? I don't... Oh, no, I didn't. I just, I didn't plug this into here. There we go. So you can see these are starting to go against each other, but that's not what we want, obviously. So we can now divide by 2. And that'll give you this really weird looking thing. Now, the reason that looks like that is because time is going really fast. But you can do this, and you get this really strange looking fucking thing. I don't like it right as it stands. Currently, I think I can fix that by changing the size of these, which gives you this a kind of thing. So let's grab the gradient strength, gradient color, fuck size. So let's go fuck size multiply, which will give us the thing. So fuck size 1, fuck size this, and that's the other size. So this will give us the two various sizes, so I can change fuck size anything I want, and it'll be the size I want. So 10, I mean, this is probably too thick, but I can obviously change this as I need to. That'll just let you scale this in and out, and I can change the multiplier of the two things. So I could be that they're the exact same, or I could make it so it's only slightly bigger. Basically, this just gives you a bit of finer control over how this looks. And this creates this weird kind of wavy pattern looking thing. I don't know. This is just something I kind of learned about before that is a pretty cheap way of getting some really interesting looking Perlin noise. Is just scrolling two against each other like this. So I can take this whole fucking thing, move it up here, take a base color and gradient color and strength. So let's multiply. I feel scammed out of my multiply node. So we could multiply the fucking thing that we just made with the gradient color. Now, that's currently black, but if I change it to like red or something, you can see it's red now. And I can also duplicate this, and I can multiply the output of this with the gradient strength, which is 0, but this means you can now change it to like 0, or you can change it to 0.5. You can basically change how much you want it to impact the image. Now, final thing I want to do is I need to do like some kind of combine mode. I think it's like overlay, blend, overlay, like this. Or I take the base color and the blend and the opacity. Oh, sorry, and I take the base color as like blue. This doesn't seem accurate. This does not seem right at all because I don't want it to do that. I just wanted to, I mean, adding is clearly not it. I wanted to just like put it one on top of the other, and unless I'm doing this wrong. I mean, that's exactly what I could be doing. What? I just want this to be put directly on top of this. Why is this like a hard thing to do? Screen, overwrite. That looked kind of ugly. But if I delete the opacity, then you can see that that is the gradient strength at work. So maybe I'll add one more float for the amount. I don't actually know what this would do, but that'll let you control the amount of it that's actually transferred over. You want it to be half. Okay, that looks like ass, I'll admit. So it'll be the gradient amount. Now, currently, these are two very opposing colors that I've chosen for the base color. But if we go to the gradient color and we choose like a purple, we get this kind of thing going on. This. And this we can then plug back all of the way back into base color, which gives us this as the output. Now, from here, with all of this done, I can take this, I can create a fucking material somewhere. Where is it? Material, which will then be the health thing, player health thing, and then I can go over to the player, and I mean the the image. I can go to this. I can go to the circle. I can go to the circle. Can I not? Okay, yes, that is on me. I do admit my fault. I should find base text or whatever it is. I hate these fucking these things, these properties. I can never remember them. I need to find like you have like underscore main text. I think that's what I need. I think I need to find, I think it's like this. So I think I add a new texture 2D underscore main text, which will be the main texture, and then I grab a texture sample sample texture 2D, that's what it's called. Okay, so I basically grab the fucking image that it's using, and then I find the alpha value and plug this in to the alpha value. So anyway, that should cause it to no longer be a square. Yeah, there you go. Now, it looks really fucked in here because, I mean, clearly it will. But now what we can do is we can grab the colors that we were using from somewhere. Does anyone remember where I put them? I think I put them in healer thing. Healer thing. Anyone? I don't know where that is. And then I can plug them into this. Because currently these two colors are just ones I've made the fuck up. I think I need to, maybe, I don't know what increasing these, like, gradient strengths would do. Ooh, interesting. Well, I can mess with these values to get them to look how I want. But for the main thing, that's fine. So let's just save the asset, be done with it. So this is obviously working now. So I need to grab what? The colors. Yes, don't get distracted. Me. Big brain. So we grab the colors. Colors, particle system. Color over lifetime. Copy. Copy. So I now have them both. And then, okay. So I go to entity. I need to go back to the player just so I can get a good accurate overview of what it looks like while I'm editing this. And then I can finally go over to the images and the thing I made from this, which is the player healing thing, and I can paste the color there, and then I can paste, can I not Alt V? Okay, I can wait, no, sorry, it's Windows V. I'm smart. Windows V. The other color, which is this one. So these are the true colors that it was using. And gradient to strength. Speed changes the speed. Fuck size changes the size, obviously. So I can make them big or small. I need to probably do a thing that lets me change the amount that it's actually affecting it. For some reason, this does not seem to be the same as what I'm seeing over here. I don't know why. But whatever the case, I'm going to save the asset, save all of this, and see how this looks in game. All of that for something I might not even do because it probably looks like ass. I mean, you can definitely tell it's there. I mean, because you can see it shifting around. However, it is pretty minimal for all of that effort. I can, of course, also fuck with the settings on this, so I can make the size 1 or something, which makes the changes very subtle. Or I can make it something like 3. Basically, the bigger I make that number, the more clear the changes will become in here. And I can also up the speed if I want. So this will make the changes 10 times as fast. So you can now you can see the real shifting around in there now. So I gotta fix the coloring because it's like blue and blue right now. Now I do like the shifting colors right now. I am a fan of the shifting colors, but it isn't the purple that we want. And this just makes it more blue, so oddly. I don't actually know why. I think it might be something is fucked with the, this, I mean, okay, how about we go, like, I want to get some good sizes on these. I think 4 seems to be a pretty solid size, and then a speed, I'm not going to do 1, I'm going to like 0.2. So you can definitely still see it shifting around, but, and it's still noticeably not, I don't know even how to say it. It's still definitely noticeably not uniform, I should say. It's definitely like that, but it's not purple. I think I gotta go back to the blending mode here, because somehow this is not doing what I want it to do. This is making it blue. Overwrite, I feel like, is what I want, yet the opacity is somehow being incorrectly done. What if I directly link these? What if I swap around these things? So U multiplied together is the strength, and then the strength multiplied with the color is the output for the blend. Save. It could be a combination of the fact that this is being affected by the strength, which might be it. So maybe it's even... Maybe, wait, whoa. Okay, let's undo some of these changes. Let's undo some of these. I have some new thoughts. So perhaps what I need to do is I need to have this independent of strength, right? So strength itself is the base blend, and that or this the color, and that is the base, and then the blend is the alpha only. This. How does this affect what I see? It's blue. Why is it blue? Why is it not purple? I assume when I do this, it becomes black. Yeah, clearly. Because it's multiplying the colors. But that's not what I told it to do. I told it to overwrite them. It's just not doing the thing I told it to do. Are we on the same page here? Like, why? Oh, I got it. I just realized why. It's because this fucking thing is still being colored. It's not white. That hurts. Alright. Well, noted, obviously. But we fixed it now. So, that's good. Let me paste the color back in here. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's just this one, right? Yeah. Yeah. There you go. That fixed the color. I was multiplying it when I didn't want it to. That would explain the differences in what we were seeing. All right, so now, if you go to single player, yeah, now you can definitely see the purple. Hold on. I love being sick. Anyway, so now you get the weird purpley fucking blue shits around you. It's like a miasma. I don't know. It kind of makes it hard to see the player. I need to maybe reduce the transparency slightly. So I could affect that through the image itself. I think if I multiply this, it changes the actual stuff. I think I might need to make something about the player pop a bit more, or maybe add some kind of barrier or some other thing around the player so that they're easy to distinguish from their own thing. Yeah, no, that is like impossible to see. So let's see this Kirkle. Everyone knows Kirkle, but do they know their brother El Kirkle? Il Kirkle? I don't know. So I'm going to take the whole shebang here. Maybe scale it up a wee bit. Okay, link these, and then scale them up a wee bit. So this basically makes it bigger around the player. I think that's pretty clear on what that does. But I want to add like a gap or something right there so that it's basically not covering the... Oh, Jesus Christ. 1, 1. So I want to make it so it's not covering the player entirely. So I can grab a Kirkle. I don't know what would be like a good way of not obscuring the player with this. Oh, I got it. Okay, okay. So maybe what I might be able to do is modify this itself. Sources Fortnite. That is quite deep, I do say. I think I need a custom image for this, which I can go do on my drive. Because it's a quick, dirty, and easy way of doing this. So let's go to the images. And anyone remember Kirkle? I don't remember where I put this. I think it's in basics. Kirkle here. I need to find the file in my drive, which is somewhere. Did I not pull it over? I did. Not. I swear I did. Okay. So I might be able to find it just through this. Kirkle. Nope. That says Kickle. Kirkle. Still dying. Anyway, you can see I have this circle here. Now, it's very hard to see against the white background, but if I make it black, it's very obvious. So let's grab a shape, what, this. So I'm basically just making it a ring. I think it's pretty, I think you can guess what I'm doing based on this. But I just need this as kind of a reference for the size of the ring. So if this is the ring size, I just need to make this match and make this go to how I want it to be. So I want it to be kind of like this size, maybe like this kind of thing, you know, so it's like a ring around the player instead of being directly touching them like that. Maybe like this, right? So we got this ring here. And I'll color this white, a file, download, PNG. I think this might be modified Kirkle size. I might have to fuck with some stuff. But we have Kirkle 1. What a legend. And I can put that in place of Kirkle. I knew it. Yeah, I did slightly fuck with the size. Um, this is of no concern because I can just do that. Anyway, um, what this should do is make the thing not fully go around the player, or at least not touch them. It's a non-touchy kind of thing. That looks horrible. That looks actually awful. I hate that. I hate that so much. Is there any way I can fix that? Because that looked terrible. That genuinely looked terrible. I think it's because of the inconsistent distances, or rather, the fact that it was like sometimes touching, sometimes big gap, whatever. So either I can make the gap smaller, you know, I can either adjust for this by making it smaller like this, which is a definite possibility for things I can do, which I can just do by dragging it into a different image. So this will be even thinner. Now, this should look better because the area should be less bald, and that is a thing I have said. But it still looks strange. It still looks strange. Something about it's a bit off. I don't know. I think it looks interesting, but now it's a bit hard to read. I think that's because of the coloring, but that's because I made it dimmer. And that's I originally tried to do that for clarity, but now I can re-up the brightness so that you can actually fucking see what it is. Anyway, now that the brightness is no longer turned down for when I was trying to make it blend in exactly with the player, or rather make it not, now I think it looks closer to what I want. I think it's better now. I think it's better now than it was, but I think it still needs work. I might need to scale down the player itself just so that the we can see how that works. So if I take the actual circle, I don't remember which is the thing. Yeah, this is the display that you see. Right? So if I take this, I think if I scale it down, it stops becoming pixel aligned, or I think it is currently pixel aligned normally, but I can do a slight modifications to it and no one's really going to care. But this should mean I can then take these and shrink them to be closer. This is closer, right? Yeah. So these will be more accurate. And then I have the image thing. I want to make this like 6 or 7 or something, just so that it reaches the outside. And with all of these changes, does it even look good? We'll get to find out, I guess. I think the sword is touching the circle, which looks a bit fucked, but otherwise I think it's fine. I do like that the colors actually like match now, as opposed to before where they were being kind of fucky. But now you can clearly see that these are related, blue purple kind of thing. I think it still can. I definitely think this still needs a bit of work, but I think it's a much better improvement, much bigger, better, superior. The previous version was inferior compared to this. This is much better. It just looks way nicer in my opinion. I don't know. That's just something we can do to make the game look less bald. So that's one change down. What's next? A lot of things we can do. Taking a look at these goals here, I'm thinking of creating some new room types, or maybe a chest that spawns some items on the ground, because currently inventory is has no reason to get the crafting materials, and also I need to make something that lets you get rid of items because there's being cluttered. This is something I kind of talk about. You know what? For the 2 people watching, I actually can show you something that I'm working on. In the meantime, I know this is a bit of a distraction, but I'm not gonna show you too much of this. Just a little sneak peek. People who are on my Discord server know about it. How little screen the player takes up, and then subsequently remembered that you have an obnoxiously large monitor. I do not have an obnoxiously large monitor. But if you want to see the amount of screen space the player takes up, I think this. I mean, it's small, but it's not really meant to be big. You don't need to see fine detail about it. You just need to see where they are. I can artificially see what it would be like if I zoomed it in, but this doesn't feel, I mean, I can change I can fuck with the size and the zoom all I want. I can make it more personal with the enemies. I can make it less personal. Do we want it to be more zoomed in, or do we want it to be less zoomed in? If we ignore the fact that the zooming in is kind of fucking with some of the pixel ratios, like, is this better or worse than the normal zoom that I have it at here? Right? I haven't really put much thought into the actual distance that you are from the things. I haven't really thought about it. But I can easily just do this with the slider, but I could also make it even further or even closer if I wanted. Normal zoom is better, it's just hard to see. Um, well, do you need to see it? I can understand needing to see the health. So that I could potentially change. But I don't think it needs to be that clear, if that makes sense. I don't know how to phrase what I'm thinking. I don't think you really need to see the fine detail on the player. It's mostly more of the fact that you know they're there. Like when I take damage, like how clear is it that it's missing, you know? Like it feels decently clear that it's missing. It's an argument could be made that if I zoom in, then it feels more personal with the enemies, you know, because because you can literally see less, you know, like if I put it like let's say 2, right? Because you can literally see less, it makes you much more wary, I guess, of the things in front of you. So if that would be kind of interesting if it was like a horror game or something, because then you can't see the things in front of you. Um, but if I put it like this, I could honestly see it being around this size, you know? Don't mind that. Anyway, I could see it around this size, but it means that you can't really see what's going on around you too much. Now, maybe that's what you want, but I kind of prefer visibility, so I think this is generally a pretty good size because it gives you a lay of the land, lets you see what's going on while also not being too small, I think. I mean, maybe it is a bit small for some people, especially if your monitor is the size of like 2 inches like yours is apparently, but like it should be good enough that you can at least see what's going on, see the player, and see the environment. Maybe it requires change. I don't know. We could see what it's like later on in development if I change the camera size, but for now at least it doesn't seem the most important. But anyway, the thing I was going to kind of sneak peek was this. Now, if you're in the Discord server, you of course, you've seen me talk about it before, but if you aren't, maybe you don't know, but I am potentially working on a video about this game. You know, just a small itty bitty video. It's taken a couple hours to get a minute, and we have like 6 minutes of this video, but you know, it just goes like that sometimes. That's just how video editing be sometimes. Got some crazy images in here. Um, Me when I'm in the Discord, so I've seen this. Yeah, I know. Because if you're in the Discord, you're a cool kid, you know. You could even say you're a nerd because it's called Nerd Central. But yeah. This is some interesting stuff here. Are these linked? Is that why they're down here? It is, yeah. I don't know. I probably should actually continue editing this. It's been a couple of days, I think, since I last did anything with it. Again, because of being sick in AP tests. Very fun combo. But I finished the AP test for physics today, and that was my last one. So now it's just the home stretch until it's summer. I mean, I still have all like the classes being like mean and being like, we still gotta do work even though there's only a month left of school. And then there's also finals week coming up. That'll be real fun. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have for school, mostly. So that should give me some more time to actually do shit on this, which is pretty sick, yo. Pretty twisted, pretty wild. Um, so I kind of want to go over to this. So we want to create some new rooms, maybe, potentially, because currently our room pool is a bit lacking, shall I say? I mean, in terms of decoration, there is none. I need to probably go through and create some decor items that I can throw around, some barrels, some vines, some tables, some shit that I can just put in the dungeon. That'll be something in and of itself, is room decoration. How should that work? Should it be attached to the room or should it be procedurally generated? Procedurally generating the decor could be interesting, quite an interesting challenge to be sure. But also it could lead to some kind of weird looking designs. Whereas if I make it by hand, then obviously it'll look good, but it'll also mean the decor can maybe feel a bit samey because it's tied to the room. So I don't know. Stuff to think about. I also haven't really been too sure on the kind of perspective. You can tell from the enemies that they're kind of like a side view. They're not top down, but the walls appear to be top down. The walls in heavy air quotes, because the walls are just a lighter version of the background. Don't talk about it. But I don't know. I actually don't really know what I'm gonna do for the perspective. It's kind of a problem actually. I probably should think about it a bit more. I'm thinking I'm gonna probably keep with this kind of side view because that's what I've been going with. I mean, the players like from the side, the enemies are from the side, the weapons are kind of from the side. I don't actually know like if this is not from the side. This crossbow, it's like a top down kind of thing. But the very accurate crossbow. I know. Die. I think I do quite heavily like the new orb changes, though. I am a big fan of this blue to purple look. It's just really nice. I don't know. I don't know what about it. It just feels nice. Something about it just got that pop. Now, I think I gotta work on the healing thing. There's nothing really indicating that you got healed except for your health bar increasing. So obviously that's some game feel for the future if I ever want to make the game feel nicer. I might write that down actually, in like a document so I don't forget. But currently there is not a whole lot I can meaningfully do to change the healing thing. At least nothing that's standing out to me at the current moment in time that would make it like, aw, very much nicer. While my thoughts are focused on that, let's go to the game dev thing and crafting, and let's just make a new thing. Don't mind that. So we go to the docs, and I'm just going to put a ideas for later. I like random variants. Sorry, not much text space on YouTube. Idea, maybe you can make several prefabs for each room type, but instead of having predetermined decor, they have predetermined decor types, so you can add slight variants without removing appearance. Interesting. I think I know what you mean. Hold on. Room decor variants or... And also make healing, damaging, taking damage pop more. Anyway, some thoughts that I have. So I think I know what you mean when you say when you're talking about that. I want to see if I can do a quick thing to draw up this. We've got a room. We've got a nice room here. It's a nice room. I'm just gonna call this a room. So we have I don't know. I'm gonna say like when you say a room decor type, let's just imagine this is something, not an outline that's green. I wanted to make it fill in green. So we have like something here, and we call it like decor 1. Let me like just throw up like a quick and dirty scheme here. I don't really know what the hell I'm doing right now. I'm just throwing some things around, seeing if they look good. Maybe this one's decor 2. This one's decor 3. We'll put another decor 1 up there. Right, so basically we have these like predetermined areas for things to spawn in. And then when the room spawns in, we kind of say like, we pick from like a table of things. So we say like decor 1 can be like a table, or maybe it can be a bookshelf, or maybe it can be like a rug, or maybe it can be like a fucking, I don't know, death pit, torture chamber kind of thing, cage. I don't fucking know. It could be whatever. And then over here, this can be like a different kind of bookshelf, or maybe it's like a wall decor painting shit. Actually, no, that would have to be like on the floor, kind of here. So maybe not a painting, because that would have to be like on the wall itself. But basically just objects I could put, like maybe like a line of barrels, or I don't know, anything, dead body just lying on the ground. That could be kind of funny. But we have various. I think this is what you're talking about, Source. I want to see if that's if this is what you mean. Yeah, and then you can make like 12 rugs and they'll be pre-placed, but still have some element of randomness to give some amount of novelty. Yeah, that I think might be the way to go. I might. It'll be kind of finicky, probably. To do that, I need to probably create a good way of doing that to be sure. But that is definitely, I think, a pretty good way of doing it. Because it allows the rooms to feel structured, at least. You know, like if I can say, like, put a random shelf here, then it'll pick from some different shelves, and maybe you won't see the same shelf type, or maybe it won't even be a shelf, it'll just be something similar. But it'll give the rooms variation while not actually varying the rooms too much, without needing to do full procedural generation, or like creating rule sets for where they can be and where they can't, kind of thing. It is an interesting idea. I think I might do that, actually. I do like it. I do like it. The one thing I can see that would be a problem is the time it takes for assets would be quite high, because it would mean in order to do this I need to have, I need to make all the variants for things. I can't just like, well, I how should I put this? I think this increases the time it takes to make any individual room, because I have to go through and define all the various things that it can, or that it can put in there, and it means that I also have to go in and create various variants of all the things so that it, can spice them up a wee bit, create the tables, create the logic for that. It'll take longer for me to make them, but I think it'll probably be a nicer effect because it'll feel less samey. Also gives a bit of credence to the whole randomness. Something I actually think need to do is to use seeds instead of use seed generation instead of Unity random. That's something I'm probably going to need to do for multiplayer anyway, so they can sync up, because right now I think it's using unity.random for Unity engine.random.range is what I believe it's using for randomness, which is something that I do not think you can set the seed for, if that makes sense. I think you can know what I mean. It's seeded random generation, or pseudo random. Basically, randomness, but from a starting point. That is the same every time. So basically, it would allow you to do the same run with, I don't know, the same, like you can, like if you get the seed, like 69 420 banana. Yeah. So if I get that kind of seed, or it probably wouldn't have text in it, it'd probably be a number. Then you'd be able to go do the same run. My voice cracked there. You'd be able to do the same run again, and that I think is could be interesting to do. So I think that I think my current room generation is using the non-updated one. So they are hard coded, which is very cool. So if what the dist, I forgot about that. That was a fix for another thing. Now, if I want to go through and make some new room types, I think I want to make corner rooms, because currently I think that'll be the biggest change to room generation style, is adding the ability to make a turn. And really, all of the complexity, all the complexity comes from just I need to make one and then I can rotate it, and that's literally it. That's it. That's all I need to do. So let's Control C, Control V real quick, and let's rename this to corner 1. I need to basically do some stuff here. So let's go back into the 2D view, so I'm not in the weird ass 3D view. And I might genuinely be able to select these and then select the remaining ones. Let's see how lazy I can be with making this. And then hold on. It's just so dumb. It's just me being really lazy, but it worked. I mean, I just made the room, right? And then I can copy and paste this a few times. So we have the couple different the corner types and all of the different corner variations, you know, not that. And I need to select all these, and then I think the final room is this one. All right, so now there you go. Got all the four corner types. That was a lot of, well, to be fair, they're all extremely basic. These are just the shape of the room rather than the actual anything in them. But we now have the rooms in their shapes. Now, currently this, I probably should bother updating to be the new version of RoomLull instead of the old one, because this is becoming kind of annoying that I have to hard code all these values. You've probably noticed this abomination down here. This is from the old version where they're all like hard coded in there. I don't like it at all. I think it's dumb, but there isn't really a whole lot I can do about it right now. I did fix it, but yeah. So let's say upright, down right, then down left, up left is the kind of thing. And these are 7 to 10. So literally 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? And I produce 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I think it's dumb. It's why I went and fixed it before in Oxtools, but I haven't bothered moving it over because it isn't really needed. It just is better. If that even makes any sense. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Who's to say, honestly? So the old rotation code here. I'm going to uncomment these out. I'm going to uncomment these out because these actually have the correct thing, because I did use this same schema before. Schema? Is that the right? I don't know. I used the same idea before, although I didn't use these right numbers. So I now have to assign the numbers correctly. So we have top left. Okay, well, we know top up and right is 7. Right and down is 8. Left and down is 9, making this one 10. I think. I could be wrong about that one. I could have fucked it up. I hope I didn't. I pray to Jeebus Chrissy that I did not. I hope to all the Nazi Chrysler cars that I did not. And if you don't get that joke, you're not Bruce. I don't know what to say. Let's see how it works. Maybe it crashes, maybe it doesn't. We already got some rodents. Now, they're being very unkind and attacking me. I'm planning to do something with making the enemies not able to spawn too close to the player. And yeah, it's broken. Yeah, it's broken, alright. But I think I just fucked the ordering. I don't think this is an issue on the, actual corner code. I think, yeah, they're just pointing in the wrong direction, as you can see. Like, this corner is cornering. You can see what it's supposed to be doing. Why are they marked as enders? That's it. They're marked as enders. Wait, are they? The fuck is going on here? I think I somehow swapped the up and downs. Okay, let's just swap any that are up and down. This one is up. So this one is top left, bottom left. So 9 and 10 and 8 and 7. I'm gonna have to figure out why those are broken, by the way. I think I did something that fucked the that fucked it. Like they're being used correctly, but they're being spawned upside down, and I do not know why. So I'm gonna have to look into that one, Or I could just forever live with the fact that the rooms are being spawned upside down. But you can see now they are being used correctly. It just is that I was being dumb before. You can see these rooms are being correct. They're not being bald anymore. If we can go generate new ones. I shouldn't have stopped it. I should have just hit main menu, to be honest. That would have been quicker. But you can see that one is real basic. Damn. That one was just terrible. And that's just bad luck. But you can see as we generate these, we got new room types, the corners. Do they generate new interesting ones? I don't know. You tell me. So we have some interesting choices now with the rooms. They can be very funky. They can do these very weird, strange layouts. But I think it's better now, because now I mean we got me. I'm being beat the hell up. I think I died actually. Yeah, I did. I'm being beat up. And you can go around, or you can check out there, you can check out there, you can go down, around, and you can check out these places. And then the thing's over there. It's all good. It's all good. I, for one, am pretty happy with that. Because now the room generation is way less common. What the fuck is going on here? Like, went off to the side, went up. You see what I mean? It's way more interesting now. I mean, it's kind of dumb. It's created this weird shape, but it's way more interesting than it was before. Or it was just creating some kind of basic layouts. Now, that is just the introduction of 4 more rooms. Changed the dumbass layout from before into this very interesting mess. So, if we add even more, you know, we had like some tea rooms. God, I fucking hate being sick. Anyway, we have like some tea rooms where it's like door up, door left, door right kind of thing. Get even more wacky room generation types. We can start getting real fucking wacky with these things. Add some more long rooms, some big rooms, some things that are non-consistent. Oh man, we're gonna start getting some room types. I also genuinely don't know why the rooms are being spawned upside down, and I think it's kind of funny. It is a problem because it means the rooms are being spawned upside down. And I'm pretty certain that if I find like a horizontal piece like this and I create like a UI image, or not a UI image, sorry, a 2D object sprite square, non-normal room types is a big win for all. I know. Okay, yeah, that's right. So I'm just putting like a basic image in here. I'm 90% certain this image is going to be upside down. Right? That's a baller that I put in there. Yes. By the way, are you planning on adding some kind of fog of war or something so you can't see around corners? That is something I was considering. I don't know how I would do it. I probably would. It's not upside down. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know. Fog of War. I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about it. Like, I died again while I was looking around. These rats are not nice. They really like ganging up on helpless people. They're just standing there not doing anything, and they beat them the hell up. Anyway, I don't actually know if adding a Fog of War would be that necessary. I mean, like, let's see if I can find an example in which that would be the case. I mean, there's no rooms over there. Oh, hey, look, it's Baller. I love pixelated Baller in the background. It's just there. Don't ask about him. He's just there. I'm trying to find in this, like, I wonder if this dungeon will even have any. I could just look through it with the camera, or with the scene view if there's any examples. There kind of is, on the side right there. So let's see. So let's go up here, right? And you can see through this wall. Now, would this be better or worse, or not at all changed, if I couldn't see that room? Would it make an impact on the game? Would it be better? Would it be worse? I mean, maybe this is me making an excuse for being lazy, but I kind of prefer it without the Fog of War. Maybe that could just be being being a big excusing guy to get out of doing work, you know, because if I don't have fog of war, then I don't have to make fog of war, you know. But if I have fog of war and you're in this position where I am right now, what are you seeing? Well, the only thing you're seeing is the room you're in and the next room. So it tunnel visions you into where you're going next. Now, maybe if that's what I want, maybe I add fog of war, right? Because it means you're focused solely on what's right here, right now, in this room, and then you go to the next room. But if you can see other rooms, then you're also thinking about not just what's here, but also what's maybe around the corner or what's over there. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't have the answers to these questions. I haven't gotten that far. For the sake of work, it's fine, but I don't like being able to see over walls personally. All right, all right, all right. Um, I probably could do something if I wanted to. Like if I truly wanted to. I could think of a couple ways. I'm thinking of one right now that's kind of like shooting raycasts around the player, like just like my own thing. Shooting raycasts around the player to kind of get like a general idea of what rooms are visible, and then kind of hiding and creating like some kind of like cloud or some shit around rooms that you can't see. But mm, I just think it kind of limits the vision. How would I no, no. How would... There's more pressing things I just want. Well, yeah, I'm giving it some thought is all. You gave me a suggestion, I'm thinking it out. I'm just thinking of how that would like affect the game. Would it change a lot about the way it's played? Would it make it funner? Would it make it better? I don't know. I, at the current moment in time, do not think it would improve the game necessarily. Maybe it would, but I currently don't see it as doing that. So for now, we can put that on the back burner as a possible idea for the future if I think that's something that'll maybe improve it or maybe won't. But at least for now, I have an idea of how I could do it. Maybe it's not the best solution, but I think I could do it if I wanted to, but I just don't see exactly how that would really help the game. I get that you good use of the new ideas doc. Yeah. Well, this is actually a different kind of ideas document that I have. We have two different ideas documents for different ideas. Don't mind me. Don't mind me just randomly dying from like tuberculosis. So we have ideas, and we have ideas for later. Different things. Ideas for later is things I am going to do. That is something I am certain I'm going to do. This is for things that I might do, you know, things that I could do. So fog of war for sources, suction cup balls. There you go. I put it on there. So this is like this is just kind of some my general ramblings to myself about things I could do for the future of the game that would make it better or maybe worse. I don't know. Script 2, script 1, script 2, script 1. And this is shit I know I'm gonna do because it'll make the game better. Like, definitively. Just some other weapon types. If I don't really need to have the ones that I've already made. Lean potions. We have the proposed we have the proposed weapon types as well. From I don't know if this was like one of the earlier streams where we made these, where we thought of all the weapon types that we could do. Where we thought of, I think we thought of these ones. I don't think any of these were from out of stream. Maybe Sawblade was, but Boomerang, Shuriken, Shields potentially, and Lean Potions. My voice is fucking dying right now. But yeah, Lean Potions. Very cool. Maybe a dated joke. Here's the real question. Okay, so you guys know Grimace Shake, right? You know the Grimace Shake. And you know Lean. I'm not saying anything. I'm just looking at how similar they are. Now, I don't want to draw any connections, but what can I say? So we have we have a bit of stuff. This has been going. I really love this. It goes on endlessly. I don't know if this is like a Sisyphean. I don't know how to say that. Sisyphean task. Sisyphean task. I think that's right. Anyway, this thing is like it's rolling the boulder, right? It goes 1, 2, 3, and then it gets 4, and then it completes its task. 5 out of 5, right? 100%. But then it goes again. And that is the true tragedy. Right? It keeps going. It doesn't stop. It can't stop. The only way for it to stop is for me to literally kill it by ending the process, by closing it. This feels like an oddly dark metaphor for a program that's just running on my computer. Anyway, moving on to the game itself, we have some other things that I was going to look at through the actual goals that I was going to alt tab to. So we have the new room types. They're not really that many. Do I want to add more right now? I don't really know. I don't feel like it. Now we're left with these. We're left with 4. And then there were 4. That's a cool book. And then there was 1. And then there were none? I can't remember the name of the book. I can't remember if it was and then there was 1 or if it was like and then there's none. I don't remember. It's a good book. It was alright. Working on multiplayer compatibility just doesn't see. I'm actually gonna delete that from here because although it is a goal I need to do, it's not one that I want to do on stream because I think it is a bitch. I don't think it's fun at all. Maybe for some things, but it's just really a pain every time I've had to do it. I could work on potentially a new type of enemy that shoots you from at range. I'm not sure how interesting that would be. Or I can make a chest that spawns an item on the ground that maybe you could pick up. Who knows? You know what? I think let's start doing spawning some items on the ground. So we need to create a ground item. Ground entity? Ground shart. We need to make something to represent an item that is balling on my tits. Something that exists. So we have the script. Create empty, where is it? 2D object, sprite, square. Here we go. So I want to make a sprite square right here. What the fuck? Oh, it just looks weird because it's on the same layer. That looks weird. We have a square. And we also have the real shit material images, and I could obviously take an image and slap it on there. And it just works. Although it is the wrong aspect ratio. Or pixel ratio? Horatio? I'm not sure how big I need to make it in order for it to line up. This is an odd number. I'm not moving it. I'm moving like the camera right now. What? What? Why is it rendering like this? Well, it doesn't actually matter, does it? Because if it's untagged layer default, it's going to be rendered by the pixel render canvas. Why can't I see it? I must be hyper zoomed out. Where'd it go? Pixel render canvas. What the f- Hold on. Why am I like 7 billion years away from it right now? Hold on, let's make the journey. We start going. Okay, so now we're over here. Ah, there we go. Alright, this is what I wanted to see. So this thing, this fucker. Square. Link it, make it 1. Fuck you. Unlink it, make it 1. Link it. So this lets us scale this up to our heart's content. But the question is, at what point does this become correct? Is it right now? I don't actually know. Why why does this not change it? This feels weird. This feels like I'm seeing something I'm not supposed to see when it does that. Is it 1.5? It's 1.5. Dude, 1.6 feels like it's something I'm not supposed to see. What the f- what? Why does it look like this? Why does it do that? It's like slinking along. This is gross. Why does it do that? I mean, I get why, because it's slightly bigger than the pixels, so sometimes you can see a double of them. That's cursed. That's evil. That's demonic. And then 1.5 is perfect. Anyway, so we have 1.5. Um, and I can, of course, replace this with the other one, if I want it to be this one, too. That one's alright. I might need to fuck with these images to make them slightly better, but for now, they work for the things I need them to. So I want to make them, like, bob up and down, maybe, like something, I don't know. I'm just kind of messing around with these, seeing what I can do. So let's create an empty. I don't want this to be the actual renderer. I want this just to be the thing that it contains the renderer so that I can do something on this. So let's create a 2D script, misc, C# script, and we're going to go like item, ground item. Ground item. Boom, baby. We got the ground item. Although, not a whole lot in it. But we'll get there. We get there. Float life equals sex. What? Why did I just get confused that it didn't let me do that? My brain just genuinely got confused for a second that it was throwing an error when I did float life equals sex. I love brain. Transform. Not that. Public sprite renderer sexy lady. Sexy lady dot transform dot position, or sorry, dot local position, local position equals, and I set it to a new vector 3, which is a 0, 0, 0, but the y value is going to be a math sign a math f dot sign of life, and then I say life plus equals time dot delta time, so we get the amount of time that it's been alive. Ooh, okay. I really should do this, so that's really easy to do, but this is just a generic sine wave, you know? So you go to Desmos and you can do sine x, right? And this is the wave of the motion. So it'll go up 1 and then down 1, but it's every, I think it's every 2 pi is the default. So it'll take about 6 seconds, give or take, right? I mean, like 6 point whatever, 2 pi, thank you, Desmos. 6 point, like, 284-ish, give or take, some amount. But that's basically close enough. So it takes 6 seconds for it to go up and down, then I can of course multiply this by a number, and multiply this by a number to change the amplitude and the... why can't I remember what it's called? Why can't I... Frequency. Is that what it is? Frequency? I think it is. It's been a minute since I've done sine waves in math, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Anyway, so this will be that. So wavelength? No. Wavelength is I mean, I guess maybe that's the, isn't that just the distance between? I don't know if that's wavelength. Am I going insane? I mean that is what I would be changing. What is... I think you might be right with wavelength. What is wavelength in math? Wavelength in math. What, I mean, the distance between 2 corresponding points on a wave. Thank you, AI overview. Yeah, the wavelength. I think you're right. I think it is also... Wait. The fuck am I looking at here? Wave speed? Huh? You know what? I don't care. I don't care. So we have the fixed length. So this will just move the fucker up and down. Then I also want to say, I want to grab the sexy lady dot Image sprite. No, it's not sprite. Equals, I think it's jizzlol, which contains the images. I need to make this have an item. Public jizz item sexy baller. So we grab, so this is the item that it's going to be floating around, right? Oh, I just realized this is not using an item display. Oh, that is a problem. That's a problem. Doesn't matter. Do I want it to use item displays? God, I really should. I have a thing. I have a thing. I made a thing. It's not a pretty thing. I made a thing a while ago, which, for you to go into, I don't even know, I'm putting an entity. It doesn't even matter. Ground item. Right, ground item. So in here, we have the jizz prefabs item display. Now this fucker is exclusively here for the purpose of making the item do as my will. What the I don't even know what some of these are. But basically this is just the official method. The officially endorsed cool nerd way of doing it. So let's put the image in that I want in there. Image in. I said image in. So we have the images, material images. Put that in there. Hey. Put that in there. What? Why can't I see it? What? What? Uh, um, uh, whoa, wait, I just realized this is a canvas object. That would explain it. Alright, we're not using it. I thought we were. I figured it out. It was a canvas object. It was so we're gonna create a sprite renderer instead. Who cares that it's not officially endorsed by my normal item rendering system? I should probably make something for that. To do aux tools, where are you at, my friends? To do aux tools. Can I even, if I can just press enter. Okay. To do aux tools. Oh, we have more. Make non-canvas item display for the jizz. Something to note to do later. Yes, leave Desmos. I don't want that. Don't mind my random pauses there. Still dying from sickness. Very fun. But I can put this. Why is this closed? But I can put this in the sprite renderer. And then we see it. And then I go to the game. And then we see it here. And then I can move it up and down. And when we see it here, and it should be pixely perfect aligned. Good. Woo! Perfect. Everything is going according to plan. And now it's time for everything to be messed up. So we got the sprite jizzlol. So we need to grab the item. Sorry, I'm ready to this. So jizzlol dot items or dot instance dot items dot instance dot items. Now this is a list of the item data. So we're gonna grab the dot item in sprite. Basically, I can just tell it an item and then it should display the item. If sexy baller is not equal to null. Sorry, that'll just make it so that it doesn't crash when I start the game. I just did that to myself, didn't I? 531 is the amount of times we have lost the game. If you don't know what the game is, fuck you. The counter has been updated. So, I don't actually know what this is going to do. Nothing. I forgot to give it the script. Well, you know, that would help if I gave it the script. Where is it? Move the component, put the sprite renderer in there, do all this stuff. And then we do it. It should probably move up and down quite a bit. I'm not an expert, but It might be moving up and down a wee bit too much. A tiny bit. A tiny... Just a bit. Alright, hold on. Alright, hold on. So let's go to the fucking ox pissing, and then I go to my cum. Where is it? Here it is. This. Okay. So, obviously, I think we need to make this go times 1.5f times 0.1f. So it goes a bit faster, but at a much lesser amplitude of 0.1f. And I'm going to grab the square position 0.1 negative, and then I'm going to put like a 2D object sprite circle -1 0 0 -0.2. Just don't mind this. Don't mind this. I'm just doing something. And then 5. There you go. And now you can see the items like bobbing up and down. I mean, I might make that a bit faster. That's a bit slow. I'm not sure how much faster to make it, to be honest. I don't want it to be too fast. I don't want it to be too slow. Maybe go right in the middle at 2 would have been best. I went to 2.5. Well, this could be a bit fast. This could be a bit not. I mean, this could be not fast enough. Let's see. No, you know what? I like that. That's good. So this item's just bouncing up and down now. I might make the shadow a bit darker. Currently, it's a bit non-noticeable. There you go. Right, but now it's pretty clear the item... Hey, it's right there. Right, and you move it around. You move this shit around. And you're like, oh, it's fucking moving. It's gone. It's out of there. You know, I probably should put this, like, this thing on a lot of things. Like on the enemy. You can kind of tell it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm mostly using this for the items, so you can tell where it is. But... because I think it grounds the item like it's floating like this. But we have the item. Now, currently you just kind of go on top of it. I don't know what I want to do with it, to be honest. Do I want to make it so the item is on top of you? Because if so, that's actually not possible with how I set the game up so far. Do I want to make it so that, like, it gives you head or something? Like, how do I want to do this? Love being sick. So, yes. Okay, so we have this item clearly on the ground, clearly begging to be picked up. But how do we go about it? Do I just say when you're nearby, it prompts you to pick it up, and then you can, like, go on? I don't know how I feel about the fact that you just go on top of it, but there's not really anything I can do to stop you, and if I wanted to change it, it would require quite a bit of changes to the way the game is structured just for this. Now, that is probably in itself not too bad of a thing, but I do think it is kind of dumb that you would be covered by it. I'm at a bit of an impasse here. Because, I mean, it doesn't look that great when you're just standing on top of it like this, but I don't know how else to do this. And let me explain. So, clearly you're going to be able to pick up the items at some point, right? Do I really only have 3 goals going? Oh, I do. So clearly you're going to get like a prompt or something to pick it up. And the reason being is because you're not going to pick up everything you see. Sometimes you have an item that you don't want to pick up. So how does the game handle when you step on it? You know, what happens if you go onto the item, but it's not there? I need to do something, maybe layering? I don't know. I need to probably create a universal Z layer changer so that it actually is correctly oriented. Um, yeah, probably. No, no. Thought I had something, but I didn't. I don't know. So we have this item that's bouncing up and down, but it appears to be part of the background because we can't interact with it. If we had like a pop-up or something, then I was like this far or something from it, it was like press E to pick up or some shit, and then it goes to your inventory. Well, that's cool, but if you don't, then it looks like this. Do I want to keep it like that? Probably. I mean, changing it isn't really part of an option that I have. Yeah, very, very fun. Although I do quite like the way this looks just in and of itself. Now that's just gonna be there, I think, because there's not. I mean, well, I'm not near it now because I got teleported away. But if we can find where, there it is. You can see him peeking over the horizon. I mean, it's not in the pixel render thing, so it's not in the pixel render thing, so it's looking a bit weird because it's no longer pixel aligned right now. Ooh. I don't know why I'm doing this. Anyway, so we have the item and it's existing and it's there, but we don't really have any way to interact with it currently. So I need to do that. Um, I don't have a prompt. I probably should make a prompter for what happens when you try to interact with it. Now this is an interactable, so I could actually do something with the script I already have, the interactable one. Where is it? I think it's in MISC. Interactable, 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 interactable. There it is. Nope. This one. And I clicked what? This. So I can say item, and now we can piggyback off the already existing interact code, right? Okay, I just wanted to make sure this was being properly called. So because we can piggyback off of this, I can now say item, and I can run some interesting things. So where is your inventory? I mean, clearly that's jizzlol. Or I think it's in... Hold on, I need to see what kind of methods I have access to here in the jizzlol. Because I don't know if I need to make my own add one or if I already have an add one. That's the kicker. Because I know I have like okay, what I don't know if I need to search for free space is what I'm worried about, thinking about, questioning. So let's go to the jizz lol, see what I have. And jizz container, more accurately. What do I have access to? So I have previously made find empty slot. Amount of the item, returning an item. Abstract add, index of. All right. So I'm going to probably use find empty slot, right? So this returns the slot index of the empty slot. All right. So let's do this. So let's go over to interactable. And so when you try to interact with the item, I'm going to do get component ground item dot attempt pickup, which is not a method I made, but I will. And you will see why I'm putting it over here. So let's go over to ground item this time. Ground item, public void, attempt pickup. We got this. Now, this should no longer be throwing an error. Correct. The reason I want to do this all is because it means I have access to the sexy baller without needing some extra calls here. I just have access to all the data on this already. So, what I can say is var e equals jizz lol dot instance dot all containers. Is this a static? I don't think it is. I don't think I can do that. No. So I grab the all containers and then I find inventory dot. So this will be your inventory. Right? So then I find var e, or I'm going to say open equals inv dot find empty slot. So this will find the next empty slot in your inventory. right? And if it can't find one, obviously, then it's going to do -1. Um, so where the fuck did I put this in? I put it in ground item, right? So then I say if open is greater than 0, or I should say greater than -1 because it could be the first slot. Else. So if you failed, then do nothing, I guess. Debug.log. I'm just gonna say no space. However, if you do pick it up, we're gonna need to do we're gonna run some code. So first thing, but it's going to be at the end, is it's gonna destroy itself. Game object. It's gonna destroy itself, obviously, because once you picked it up, it's gone. It shouldn't still be there. Now we have the open index, so I should be able to do inv.slots open dot held item equals sexy baller. And I think that's all I need to do. Because if I have made everything else correctly, it should work. Now, of course, this is going to crash on the assignment. It's going to throw an error on line 29, but that's to be expected because it doesn't actually have an item, so it's going to be null. I pressed E. It's F. Oh, I just realized it double interacted. How did that not crash? Also, you stop debugging. Anyway, how did that not crash? What? I'm gonna move the item so it's not in a dumb position, so I don't double activate that anymore. But oh yeah, it gets moved because the lobby starts. Its position is in a different area. Okay, so we have this item over here, right? Where the fuck is it? How did it not crash? There. Wait. What? Huh? Oh, you asshole. Oh, you dick. Oh, I just realized what that one is. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. But if I do this. Oh, it set it to null, but of course. It doesn't throw an error because... Okay, it doesn't matter. It's throwing an error right now because it tried to render a null value right there. But... that's your problem. That's a problem indeed. You know what? I've thought of a problem. Or I've thought of a way to fix this. The dumbest solution. Load lobby. Where is it? Load lobby scene. Right? So we of course have tags dot refs dot I'm also gonna wait. I'm gonna start a coroutine. Public what? Load menus. I should say public enumerator so that it's actually a thing, and this is going to be instance all menu, instance cool menus, instance cool menus, right? Yield return null, and I'm just going to say instance cool menus. Now what this is going to do, and hear me out on this one, is it's going to find the inventory, I think I spelled that right, dot set active, true, right? Now, get this. I might be a genius. My genius might just be beyond your understanding. If this works, it's gonna be really fucking funny. I feel angry. Wait. Oh. It's because the no. I've got it. I've got it. Checks 1 or 0. I think it might be inventory. I think 0 is inventory. I really should do a list for these. So the inventory is 0, right? Equals true. Update. Menus. And then public new return null. Actually, I should not wait for the next frame. It should be new wait for fixed update. Equals false. There you go. Now my genius is beyond comprehension. My the limits of my brain power know no bounds. Now, it could be also that this method is just not being run. Source is talking about making new... Kevin? Kevin? He's here? Oh, dude. Kevin is... Might have to break out the fucking lube, man. Like, I gotta bust a nut to this one. Man, he's got the premium nuts. Man's crazy. It's Kevin the butt fucker. He's here to fuck butt and bust a nut. Aw, dude. It's Kevin! Where's Kevin, the original? Kevin the original. I'm here to fuck butt and bust a nut. Now, I think Source also has him in here somewhere. Yeah. I'm here to fuck butt and bust a nut, and I'm all out of nut. I think I revamped that original quote as well. I want to see if I can find that. Kevin the butt fucker. I'm here to fuck butt. No? Ah, here. Okay. It was I'm here to fuck butt and bust a nut, but I'm all out of bust and nuts, so prepare your butt to get fucked. That's what it was. That is the true Kevin the butt fucker. Now, did you see that? And it didn't crash. Now it's gonna crash right now, obviously, because it still doesn't have the item. It's giving it null, and it's trying to display null in the inventory, so it crashes. But this is genius. Ah, dude, my brain knows no bounds. The limits of my understanding are crazy. I just enabled the menu. So dumb. It's so fucked. Look, it's actually so stupid. I just need to do it for the this one and this one, which is 2. I don't think I need 3. I think I did 3, but I don't need that one. Dude, this is actually so stupid. This is, I think, some of the dumbest code I've written in a while. I'm gonna have to put this in War Crimes. So, in case you're not following why that is really dumb and what the problem that it's fixing is, yeah, of course. So the problem that it fixed is it was so this let's see if I can go to the jizz container and see if you can see it, the problem. So all of this is ran on start, right? This is doing a bunch of stuff that's just kind of like necessary for it to work. You know, it's going through with like if it's generating some slots, then it'll put those in. If it needs to list all the slots, then it'll get them all listed. It namely adds itself to all containers, meaning you can find it with jizz container all containers this or jizzlol.instance at all containers, right? Hold on. Anyway, ignoring the mild interruption there. So basically all of this stuff, very, very important stuff that needs to be run in order for it to work, otherwise it'll crash, is being run on start. And start does not run until it is enabled for the first time. And if it starts disabled, like when I open the game, for example, it actually disables it at the instant you open the game or start it, right? Even if it's enabled in the editor, right? It's gone. It's not enabled right now, meaning it's not initialized. Hold on, I've just thought of an even better way to fix it that doesn't show it flashing. But because this is happening, right? Because the thing starts disabled, meaning nothing happens. It doesn't run any of the very important code it needs to run, right? So when the item tried to then find the inventory that has not been enabled yet, right? Really? The same key has been already added. Key equips? Really? I don't even know how. I don't even know how this was causing how this doesn't cause a problem. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Why would it matter? It doesn't matter. It does not. Oh, wait. I might need to run it from here because I'm pretty sure fuck it waits for. Yeah. That's that. Anyway, so because this, because it gets disabled at the beginning, and therefore the game does not know it exists yet. When I tried to find it with the item to add it into your inventory, it said, "Slow up, buddy. That inventory doesn't exist because I don't know that it hasn't exist. I don't know that it exists because it never was enabled, and it gets enabled for the first time when you open it like this, and it's still gonna crash because there's no object reference in there." I keep adding the null value to it, which causes it to crash. That's not a fault of the system. It's just that, did I accidentally clear this? I might have. Whoops. That's kind of funny that I accidentally cleared my save data, because I kept crashing it too many times in too many bad scenarios. Don't do that, by the way. Don't crash it by adding null values. It starts getting really fucky. So that's fun. But anyway, it was being initialized for the first time when I actually manually opened it, right? So when I open like the crafter like this, or when I press E like this, for the first time, when this menu shows up, the game finally says, oh hey, this thing finally exists, and then it puts it in a list, right? So if you try to interact with an item before you ever opened one of these menus, it would crash. And I think that is one of the dumbest bugs I have ever fixed. And I mean, it's a dumb bug, but I think this is by far the dumbest way I've ever fixed it. Which is just to set it to be enabled for a 50th of a second. And then I turn it off. So dumb. It's just so dumb. I'm putting it in programming war crimes. Man, that I can't. I can't with that one. It's actually causing me to die of how stupid of a solution that is. All right. All right, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. That was fun. Well, on to the next order of business. These items, they're kind of gross. They don't spawn from anything currently. They're just there. I manually put this one here. Nothing gave it the item that it should be holding. Now, somewhere, somehow, something should be spawning a thing. Got it? I think that was pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I need to say anything more, honestly. I mean, what would be the purpose? What would that do? So I want to make like a chest that you can open. Um. Hmm. How do I go about this one? I want to make some chests that spawn in on some ending rooms, and I think I have an idea. Now, it could be a dumb idea, as a lot of my ideas are. But I have an idea. So let's make a chest prefab, shall we? Let's create a 2D object, sprite square. As all great ideas start. And let's use baller because it's just a great image. Let's be real. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. I'm actually going to one-up it slightly by making it a child of this. And make this an empty. Similar to the item, I want to be able to manipulate it without moving the center. So I'm going to create a 2D object, sprite, square, inside of it, and make this the baller image. Why is it collapsed? Make this the baller image. There you go. So now I can move these around independently from one another without moving the center. So I can make this. I can nake. Why did I say nake? Is that feels like a bad word? That feels like a racial slur. I misspelled or I misspoke the word make and I said nake, but that feels like a slur of some kind, and I don't know why. It feels weird to say. Anyway, so we have the we have this. I want to put this probably in somewhere, just like as a place to store this. This is our chest. Rename chest. Very good chest. It is definitely a chest. Definitely not baller in disguise. So I want to put this somewhere, probably. I don't really have like a prefab for it or anything. I probably should make a prefab thing for it, probably, perhaps, maybe, a bit. I might do different kinds of chests. So in preparation for that, I'm gonna do a list of game objects, chests, and then I'm gonna do public or game object get chest. I'm just gonna return the first one for now. But this just very quickly allows me to, in the future, change the chest code. So if I want to make different kinds of chests that can spawn, I just modify the get chest method, and we're all Gucci. The gang is all perfection, right? I'm just going to throw this somewhere else that's not at the top. But this basically just means that whenever I want to do this... oh wait, I should one of the things to add to aux tools. What is it reloading? Where's to aux tools? To add aux tools. Is that not a thing? Did I close it? I might have. I think I did. Yikes. All right. To do aux tools. Just want to add one thing. I don't even know if I put it in here. Did I? Nope. Add random chance method from gamer into OXTLS. Anyway, TLS. Anyway, that was just something I wanted to bring over. This method literally just means in the future I can change how the chest code works so that I don't need to go in and fuck up anything with the actual spawning of chests. I can just change it here and it'll be good. So I have these chests. Each one will probably have a script. They're gonna have some scripts on them. Does Interactable have an inherent holder for items? If so, that'd be nice. It does not. Public jizz item whom right. And Interactable chest is gonna need to do something. I'm just gonna have all the code for chest in here because I don't care. So let's go to gamer and let's find the what? Ender? No. Floor. Next floor. All right. So we have all of these things, right? Okay. So where is the thing that finds the ender that the ending thing is spawned at? Enemies. So it goes through everything in every available room and spawns the item. It spawns enemies. Um, wait for fixed update, for fixed update. I just want to do something. I just need to find the room. Right? RM equals null. If that, then RM, so this is getting the thing. RM is used as true, and then next floor is this. All right, got it. RM is used is up here, correct. All right, got it. So, for each, I just need to make sure these are not is okay. That actually is perfect. For each var e in enders, enders dot remove RM. So these are no longer in the ending pool, and I'm just going to say for every ender, I'm going to maybe perhaps perchance instantiate a get chest at the e.transform.position, e.transform, or quaternion dot Euler, or sorry, dot identity. So this will spawn in a chest, and I'm gonna say var c equals this. So this is the chest, and then I say I run dot get component so I can get the so I can get the fucking what interactable and c dot cum equals. I don't have a method for getting a random item, so I'm just gonna say new jizz item. Wait, what is the code for spawning in a new dummy material in jizzlol? Did I get rid of that key? No, I kept it because I knew I was gonna need it. Jizzlol. So I have like some random keybinds right here. This. I need to grab this. So I do this, and then I just replace this with F. Mouse with F. F dot. You know? And I do F, and then I do F. Okay. So then I say cum equals F. So there you go. So this is just giving them, or this is spawning in the chest, giving them the item, and this will be of course a 0. Making it these rock. Then I need to make the chest interactable. So when you go to the interactable shits, where are my shits and giggles? Where is my shits and giggles? Where is my shits? Here. So when we grab the chest, we are going to instantiate public game object. Actually, no, I'm gonna make it a thing up here. Public game object item or ground item shit. So now we have this, and I can do so. It instantiates a gamer.instance.a.ground item shit. So it spawns the ground item that we made before that just floats up and down that you can pick up, and then from there, I think I fucked up something. No, wait, no, it's because it sets it to null still. It's fine. So then it instantiates this at the transform.position, at the transform.rotation. So all of this is relative now, or it should be aligned with the chest, which is quaternion.identity. And then I grab this, which is the item, right? So that's item. And then I do dot get component. Lot of this. Dot get component. I don't like the use of so many get components, but I don't really care. Dot spawn or ground item. Item dot sexy baller equals coom. And that's what makes the world go round. This is a lot of shit, what I just wrote there. That is a lot of code that I just wrote without really explaining any of it. but unless I'm like batshit crazy, I'm pretty sure it'll work. So I need to put these in the correct spots. So this is the ground item, and the chests is the chest. And let's check out what the game looks like. So I didn't set the is used to true. Enemies are going to spawn in them. One sec. On anything that has a chest, I need to do wait, next floor. What? Oh, searching through current project, current document. Why can't it find anything in... Oh, next floor. Not match case. Dude, why is my search thing so fucked? I don't remember it being this fucked before. Anyway, so you go to here. I just need to set e.isUsed equal to true. That's it. That's the line I forgot. And that should be everything working. Is used just prevents the enemies from spawning in the chest rooms. That's all it did. That's just what I wanted to change. Well, it crashed. Object reference missing. Ah. I forgot to give it interactable and a chest. You know, maybe it would help if I gave it the script. Why is this such a big problem for me? I just didn't give it the fucking script. Crazy. I'm maybe going insane, so let's give it interactable, remove the component, and chest. There you go. That was it. How quaint. That's all I had to do. All it was. That's all it was. Anyway, now, we should, theoretically, not be dead. Let's see if we can find an ending thing. Let's just play through the game. Oh, there's one. I think if my intuition is correct, yep, there's one up there too. So, well, I'm pressing the interact key and nothing's happening. Oh, wait, you can see it back there. It's spawning it in. It's not destroying the chest. I forgot to destroy the chest when you interact with it. Big oopsie. Big oopsie. That's pretty easy to fix. I just need to go to interactable and destroy itself. Where is it? I just need to run destroy. No, not that. Destroy. Not itema. Game object. He's playing Slay the Spire, guys. He's slaying the Spire. Source when he slays Spire. What the fuck is server multiplayer samples Unity Clan Authority? Is this gonna... I mean, it says it's in use. It did break something. Oh, I guess it is. Alright. Anyway. Mr. Saraki, when he plays the single-player Slay the Pingle Slayer. Anyway, we go on the hunt for some more baller chests. My inventory, I think, is broken again. That or I crashed it last time. I may have broken the inventory save loading, which is pretty bad. I don't actually know why. I found the thing to go to the next area. Or I saw it through a wall, rather. But I haven't seen the ballers, which is very, very sad. I just haven't found another ending spot. Dude, why is there not a single one? I mean... I'm just killing these things now, and they're bursting into these, like, healing areas. Here we go. So it becomes an item, and then the item is my inventory, and I am, like, 90% certain this is not saving for some reason. And maybe it's because I opened it and closed, or, like, I actually, nope. It's just not saving anymore. I did not touch this at all. And it's just not working anymore. And I am... like 80% certain it's because of my hack fix before, but now it's caused it to actually fuck its pants. Like it's shitting the bed. It's fucked. It's dead in the water. I don't know why it's not working anymore. What caused it to I don't know what caused it to stop loading things now that I've done it now instead of before. What caused this? Um, you know the in it. Okay, buddy. Where is this? Um, all right, how about this? I've just extended the timer. That's all I've done. I swear on my oath of fealty, it takes 2.5 seconds between when you open the game and when they're all doing their shit, right? Like there. I might even reduce that, but it's just to see if it works. It's just to make sure that everything is all loaded in before it does that. And what the I just added a delay. What? All I did was just extend the time to I, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely could not tell you what is up with that. If you somehow manage to open the game and get in the game in 0.4 seconds, then you'd see it open like that. But otherwise, it's now fine, and should actually save the items that you pick up from here. Now, I actually don't want these to go into your normal inventory. I want them to go somewhere else, but for now, the general inventory is fine. I want there to be a specific thing for when you're in games like this. That is not the right baller. That is the baller from before when we were testing the horizontal rooms, which I haven't gotten rid of. Whoopsie. I do have to go and fix that, probably. Or just remove it, because it's just still in the code. Or in the prefab, on the code. Yeah, you can see it again. He watches over us all. I didn't want to do that. Baller is life. Am I seriously getting not a single ending point? Dude. This is actually crazy. It's just gonna be the ending point for the game. Yeah. That entire floor. That was it. Oh, I just realized it's not. I don't think it kills enemies when you go to the next floor. I think they still are there somewhere. That's kind of funny. Well, I'm just gonna run past the enemies until I can find an actual chest. Because damn it, I am persistent. I will just keep going. We don't stop until we find one. A split in the road. There inevitably, therefore, must be one. There's at least one, but I'm determined to going this way. Right? So I've got that item now. Now, I'm going and beating the ever-loving hell out of these rats, and they're dropping all these really cool-looking health orbs that we made, which I might have to nerf slightly, maybe make it like a random chance that they drop it instead of like every single time. But you see, we're going good. We're going good. So now, if I close and open the game, and then I go to the single player in a second, the item is not there. What the I don't know. I actually don't know what caused it to not save that. I think I might have to actually go and update these so that they match the save load standards created in Ox Tools, because those are much more stable. I'm actually kind of at a loss for why those aren't saving and loading. It might have to do with temporary save states. Like, it hasn't acknowledged the fact that the item is there, and I think that's the problem. Which we'll be able to see when I do something. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna speedrun these until I can find one. Split in the path? Nope. Dude, how did I keep getting these? Okay, finally splits. So, I'm pretty certain it didn't update the fact that the item was in your inventory because they need to update the temp save. Yeah. I need to update temp save. That's something I'm gonna write down for here. Update temp save on, or for containers on item pickup. That's just something I'm writing down to do later, because I, for one, am kind of checking out. It's 10 p.m. for me, and I am done for now. Been doing quite a bit actually. I think we got quite a bit done. My goals list, although there was one that I got rid of because I wasn't gonna do it, we did get quite a bit done. I have a couple more on here, but that one's done just now. I mean, it's a shitty looking chest and and it could be very much improved, but it works, and that's the thing that matters. That is what we do, and that is what coding is, my friends. It is making shit. I mean, polishing is also a thing too, but it's really about making shit. I think that's the real goal of coding, making shit for people to enjoy. I don't see any other. I mean, maybe personal growth and learning, but nah, that's cringe. It's all about making shit for other people, at least for me. And yeah, I made something. Maybe not for other people right now, but definitely in the future, when people can get their hands on playtests of this game. Well, you actually can. Right now, if I go to the GitHub desktop, did I press enter on something? I didn't. So let's go quickly get rid of that random baller that I was talking about in the rooms, and then we can upload these change sets. So we have this one, which is just me checking something to see if it was working, which it was, confusingly. But here you go. So we have all of these new changes, right? And I can say, Giga stream sex of the fuck. And you know what I can write as the description? I can say, we had a lot of sex. Too much, some would say. But I say, not enough. And that is my comment for today. Right, so this commits it locally, and then I push this to the origin, which puts it publicly. So now, you guys can go over to, actually I think it's my red one, not the blue one, because this one has the GitHub, yeah. Writing an essay for a comment. On whose? I'm assuming based on the fact that you said a comment, you're saying it's on mine, which is neat. Anyway, so you can see here, you go to crafting game, you can see we're at row, my friends. You can go to assets and you can go find all that shit we just made. Yep, it's there. Aux tools, I think it's in scripts, entity, and there's the new things like the ground item and that's in the chest. That's in here somewhere. There it is. Like, you can go download this right now and go see and go play whatever the fuck I've made. But that's just some advertising for me. I wonder if there's a way I can get rid of this account as a contributor, because I accidentally put this on here while I was doing something, and now it's just permanently on here. I think it might just be permanently there, and there's nothing I can do about it. Well, L for me, I guess. I don't know, maybe there is something I can do. I'm not that well versed in GitHub. Also, I'm apparently not signed in on this account, even though I should be, because I use it. I don't know. Oh my god, it's Royal Road, guys. I haven't been... guys, I have something to confess. I haven't been too active on my on this book. It's I'm like a couple chapters behind. I'm failing, man. I only read the one from 12 days ago, not the 7, 2, and 4 hours ago, or 7 days ago, 2 days ago, and 4 hours ago. I'm fucked. I'm cooked. Overall banger of a book. It was a crazy good. It's a crazy good book. Anyway. I think I'm gonna check out for today, mostly because like I think I'm mentally checked out for now. Did a lot of stuff. I'm quite happy with where we got today, which I've already said. I don't really have anything else to say right now other than fuck you guys. So see y'all later, be it in the past, present, or future.